Assalamualaikum students, I am Muzaffar Hussain, lecturer English, Islamic Boys College, Quetta. Today I am going to record the last lecture of the Caliph and the Gardener, Unit 2, and it is the grammar section. As you know that previously we discussed the story, the Caliph and the Gardener. We also discussed its summary and its analysis. We also discussed elements of the story, and after elements of the story we discussed essay writing, and today we are going to discuss perfect participles. As you know that perfect participle introduction, a perfect participle is a participle that express an action or a state as just finished. You assume from the word perfect and participles. Participles are used for, we can say, in ing form, first form of the verb plus ing, and in this perfect participles have plus ing. Only having is used. And as far as perfect is concerned, verb plus third form, anything which is perfect, which is in the very perfect sense, is known as perfect. So it is perfect participles. The perfect participle indicates completed actions. You form the perfect participles by putting the present participles having in front of the past participles. Participles clauses enables us to say information in a more economic way. Economic way means that if a sentence contains 15 words and you change it into perfect participles, maybe you could write those 15 word sentence into 12 word sentence, 13 word sentence. So it is economical in the sense that less words are used. They are formed using present participles: going, reading, seeing, walking; past participle: gone, read, seen, walked; perfect participles: having gone, having read, having seen, and having walked. Now see, the going, reading, seeing, walking, what we have done, we have only just added having in front of the third form: having gone, having read, having seen, having walked. These are the examples of perfect participles. Having delivered the message, he left immediately. Now see, having delivered. Having is verb plus ing form. Delivered is in the third form of the verb. So therefore, having delivered, he left immediately. Having finished his work, comma, Harry was ready for play. Having, have plus ing, finished. Finished is the third form. The child, having found its mother, was again happy. So when you use the perfect participle part in between the sentence, you enclose with a comma. The child, comma, having found its mother, was again happy. Having have plus ing, found, third form. Seeing the multitude, he went up into a mountain. Having freed ourselves from our oppressors, let us not oppress other. Having freed ourselves. So freed, third form, having, verb plus ing form. Having paid his admission fee, David was determined to see the performance. Having paid, have ing plus third form. So these are the examples of perfect participles. Now if we discuss the, we can say, activity which is below this perfect participle in your book. So what is the activity? Rewrite the following sentences replacing the underlined parts with the perfect participles. For example, you have to read the sentence. Those parts which are underlined, you have to reduce them and write perfect participles instead of them. So how will you do, how we are going to do it? Number Okay, activity number 1: we switched off the lights before we went to bed. Now this is a sentence. The underlined part, we switched off the light before. Here switched is in second form. We have to change it into perfect participles. So what it will be? Having switched off the lights, we went to bed. Comma is also used. Having, have plus ing, yani have plus first form of the verb plus ing, and switched, third form. He has worked till late hour, so he is exhausted now. Having worked till late hour, he is exhausted now. Now just count the words, the sentences that we have written. Now the above sentence: he has, he has worked, he has worked till late hour, So he is exhausted now. It is 11 words sentence. When we change it, what are the numbers of the words? Having worked till late hour, he is exhausted now. It is only we have changed 11 words into 9 words into 8 words. So this is the economical part we previously discussed. Activity question number 3. She filled the washing machine and switched it on. Answer. Now we have to change the underlined part into the perfect participle. Having filled, having verb plus ing, filled third form. The washing machine. She switched it on. Number 4. Maria had traveled from Karachi to Quetta, therefore she overslept in the morning. Having traveled from Karachi to Quetta, Maria overslept in the morning. So in this way we change the sentence. Now you see that the words are also reduced, their numbers. Number 5. Since I had not seen Ali for ages, I did not recognize him. Answer. Now in this part, since it is I had not, it is in negative form, so we use not before having. Not having seen Ali for ages. And it also reduces the number of the words. I did not recognize him. Number 6. Salim had not ridden a horse for a long time and found it very difficult to keep in the saddle. Not having ridden a horse for a long time, Salim, here it is Salim. Salim found it very difficult to keep in the saddle. Now, I have also brought exercise for you because practice makes us perfect. So you are going to practice 9 sentences where you have to change them into perfect participles. I have changed the first one. You have to do the remaining. Number 1. We switched off the light before we went to bed. Having switched off the light, we went to bed. You have to underline the italic part. Rewrite the sentence replacing the italic part. Italic part means the one which is different from the other words in italic. Now you have to go through second, third, fourth, five, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. You have to read them. You have to change them into perfect participles. And if you find any difficulty or if you couldn't change any sentence, you can ask me. You can send me. I will change it for you. And hope you have understood. So this was the end of the lecture. This was the end of the unit 2 second year English book. For in short, in this lecture series where almost we have 5 lectures of one unit. We discussed the caliph and the gardener. We discussed its summary. We discussed its analysis. Then we discussed elements of the short story with reference to the caliph and the gardener. Then we discussed essay writing. And lastly, we discussed the grammar section of the book. Hope you have gone through these all. Hope you have understood all of them. Thank you so much for listening.